Okay, so I'm gonna try to be a little bit organized about this. I'm literally just making stuff up off the top of my head. But hey, it's Saturday, and guess who's here? Uh, so today I'm just going to talk about one of my hobbies, slash, I guess you could say obsession. I love to sew, and I love to cosplay. And I got into the hobby, I actually committed to the hobby last year, and I actually cosplayed for the first time ever. It was so much fun. And that was with my ex slash my best friend, Dave, which I think I mentioned him before. I did in the last video. And that was a boatload of fun. And I hope we get to cosplay together again soon, because I would really enjoy that. Dave is fun to take to conventions. So yeah, I went to my first convention, but like I really first heard about the hobby when I was 12, and I thought it was so cool. Like everybody else was like, "Ugh, that's nerdy," and I'm just like, "Are you kidding me? That's epic! Do you see the shit that people make? It's magical." Yeah, that's how I felt about it. And then when I was a freshman in high school, when I was 14, I got to learn how to use my sewing machine. That got me really, really happy. Because my mom got me a sewing machine for Christmas, and I was like, I know how to use this. And yeah, so the first, the first thing I ever sewed with that was my first cosplay, and it's in my closet somewhere. I don't think it fits me anymore though, because I think I put a little bit on my hips. Or maybe the skirt was always just too short to begin with. Oof. I don't even know. I wasn't even paying attention to it. And I continued sewing. I continued doing it. I just recently, I'm finishing up a Kyrie cosplay, but that's kind of, I think I'm going to save that for MetroCon, which is in Florida. So, yeah. Because my favorite cosplay group goes there every year. I want to see them because they're so fabulous. And then, but currently what I'm working on is, I'm working on a cosplay with my brother. And I never thought my brother would want to do it. I mean, I know he always thought it was like cool and stuff. And like, he seemed kind of proud of me when I did my first cosplay. He's like, it looks good. It's like, gee. But yeah, my brother decided he wanted to cosplay with me. And there was one idea that I had, but I never got it put together. But maybe I will next year. But that's a different thing. If it happens, I will let you guys know. But instead, my brother was playing this video game called BioShock Infinite, and it's like the third in the BioShock series. So I was called BioShock 3, and he yells at me. So there are two characters in it. I guess you could say two. They're technically the same person. There are two characters, and you meet them in the beginning of the game, and then they just randomly pop up throughout the entire thing, and they're called the Test Twins. No, that's what everyone refers to them as. And their names are Rosalind and Robert. So there's a girl and there's a guy. And so everyone refers to them as twins, but essentially in the game, they're actually the same person, just from different dimensions. So there's the female one from one dimension, there's the dude from the other dimension. And they kind of refer to each other as like brother and sister in the game, apparently. I know she refers to him as brother. I don't know if he refers to her as sister. I don't know. I don't remember. Because I would watch my brother play it because I was too chicken to play. And I thought it was funny because everyone assumes half the time that my brother and I are twins. And if I can get him in a video when he's not working for a change, then maybe you guys will see, and I'll just slick my hair back like this, and like you guys can look at our faces. But yeah, we either get mistaken for twins or people think we're not even related. I actually had some instances where someone thought my brother was my boyfriend. Ugh. Like, this is a fun story. So my brother and I were walking to Barnes & Noble because I wanted to buy a book. I was like, I have to get this book. And he was like, okay, fine. I'll drive you over after we're done at the mall. I was like, okay, thank you. So we go in there, and there's like 4 other ladies walking up to the door, and you know, my brother being the sweet little boy that he is, even though he's older than me, he's 20. he goes running up to the door and he grabs it and he holds it out for everybody, lets everybody goes by. I'm at the end of the line and I just take my sweet time and I get up to him and I'm like, "You're such a good boy." And then there's this lady behind me. She goes, "Yeah, he's a keeper." And I turn around and I go, "He's my brother." And she just gets this look on her face like, "Oh shit." And she's like, "Well, still, anyways, like when he gets a girlfriend." I was just like, "Okay, lady." I'm thinking in my head like, "Okay, honey, just save it." Like, I mean, I think it's also the fact that my brother and I get along so well, that people sometimes think that I'm dating him. I don't know. I don't get people's logic. I would assume that they're brother and sister if they, like, get along so well. I mean, there are those people that, like, they hate their sister and they hate their brother and it's like, whatever. But sometimes people have thought that my brother and I are twins. And I'm just like, no, he's like 2 years older than me. Nice try. But whatever. I love my big brother. Yeah, that was stupid. I'm sorry. But yeah, so my brother and I are going to cosplay the Test Twins, and I'm very excited because I didn't ever think my brother would cosplay with me. I'm dragging him into a whole nother realm. Though he's kind of already half part of it, considering he plays video games and loves movies and like watches. We used to watch G4 all the time, like the station, and now it's gone. Sad face. And we used to watch Ninja Warrior all the time, and we used to watch Attack of the Show all the time. And Attack of the Show would cover things that, like, I think they would do New York Comic Con, or was it? I don't know. But they would always like show show shots of like people in costume and stuff. And so he's like dipping his foot into the realm a little bit, but now I'm just dragging him waist deep. Yeah, so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be an interesting summer. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, so that's my random ramble for this Saturday. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you next time.